twisted an ankle or whatever. Now, in fact, before going on to the main compartment, I'll just show you the front compartment. So, before getting to the front, I've just got some spare Right in the Rain waterproof paper. Sewing kit, a very comprehensive sewing kit. I mean, we've got leather needles in there, needles, silly size needles, I don't know if you can see that. So that's a sail needle, and it says made in England 14, so it's a number 14 sail needle. You know, you're going to need pliers to put that through something, you know, but it'll go through anything. Everything down to one of these, a threader. Believe you me, if you're out in the wilderness, or just even out in your back garden and you get cold hands and you need to thread a needle, then something like that saves you a lot of time and lots of swearing and things like that. So yeah, we've got a lot of thread in there, fully comprehensive sewing kit. You'd be surprised at how much you actually use that. Everybody's best friend, gaffer tape. If all else fails, tape it up. So quite a bit there, just round a credit card, obviously an old credit card, the missus would kill me. Fire steel, I bet you was wondering how long it was going to be until I pulled out one of them. Obviously everybody's got one of them. There. Bog paper in one of them whirly packs is enough for you, me, and if somebody else busts me for some, I'll wipe two backsides out. Trust me, I've measured it out, no joke. Then a spare bandage. I think really first aid kits would go up to, if you've got a cut that big, you know, you're bandaging it up and you're getting yourself to hospital. So just a Tombow clippable pen. If you're sketching out or you're drawing, you're writing on something, you know, it's there in it. For £2, it was a cracking deal, so I had to buy one. Sharpie, write on anything. Bushcraft pen, that's what they're going to be called soon. They're going to bring one out, camouflaged or something like that for us bushcrafters. But in fact, actually, we should get one orange, bright orange, so we don't lose the bloody thing. Should bring one out for bushcraft. Somebody get hold of Sharpie. Might do it myself. Now this China marker, this is in that pack for one reason and one reason only, really. Well, it can write on absolutely anything, near enough, but I use it in relation to my laminated. Now I can write anything I want on that, or don't know if you can see that, you know, if needs be, I can actually put that on a tree. It's going to stay waterproof because it's laminated, and this stuff doesn't wash off. It would as soon as you rub it. But again, if you're going on the map there and we're here, we need to get to there, and your mate disagrees, he says you've got to go. You know, it's got many uses with that, especially if you. I was tempted at first to get a map on that side and then a map on that side, but actually it works better if that, you know, with it being white there, you can use it as a bit of a whiteboard. So I'll just write on the margin again. So that's in there for that. Tick twisters. If you know how to use them, which I'm not proficient on it, but if you know how to use them, they are a cracking tool. I actually got them given to me, so there was a gift, so they come with me. Signal mirror, again, it's, you know, this, you can only use this at 180 degrees, you know, towards the sun and anything like that, so it has got its limited use, but for what it is, you know, and how far it can attract a signal. But then again, my mate said to me, Craig, we live in Lancashire, we got 3 days worth of sun last year and that was it. I was like, well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So I think that's it in that, just that front pouch. Then we go into the main pouch. First things first, fishing kit. Now this isn't an emergency fishing kit because, again, when would I ever have to need an emergency fishing kit? As in, if it was in an emergency. I think the longest anybody's ever going to be trapped out in the UK is maybe 3 or 4 days max. Yeah, this is more of an opportunity fish kit. So this is a fully comprehensive fishing kit that I mean, we've got some woodland now that we're allowed to be in. It's not fully explored, so if there's a stream there and we do see fish, then we can fish on the spot. Now, everything in there is self-explanatory. Weights. What I've done is, it's got a little bit of another credit card. Cut 2 slits in the end so I can just hook it on, and then I've actually cut indents in it, which is easier. So I've got some light, well, it's about £10 fishing line, and I've got some £18 fishing line to cover both angles. You're really looking at that one for the sea. I mean, that's seriously strong stuff. But multi-uses, you know, if you was making snares or you was making tripwires or whatever you wanted, there's that. Set of lures, got to be careful because the set of lures, spinners. Now, and then you've got hooks, array of hooks and stuff like that. Now these, if you've seen Dave Canterbury's channel, you'd know that basically how you would make a fishing rod would be get a nice long pole, undo one of them, turn it backwards, clip, tape it on the end, so then you've got your eye at the end, fishing eye at the end. So that's what they're in there for. Pack all that up in a bit. Set of spying glasses. Basically this is just a if shit hits the fan type of thing, that and you're going to be you have twisted your ankle or something, whatever. It's some drinks and a couple of snack bars, because again you're not going to be out, touch wood, for long. Another use for this is if you're out and you get peckish, it's always replenishable, so you can always redo it. So a little bit of munch. This is just a chinky tray. Worst case scenario is you can boil water in that, even if it's got holes in it or whatever. Just get a bit that hasn't got holes in it. You can boil a little bit of water if needs be. Plus it packs to nothing. Next we've got these are the Whirlpack bags. These are the ones that stand up, obviously when full of water, sealed still, so you get 2 to 4 litres in that, I presume. These are the ones on some pure tabs to go with them, obviously. That one's unopened, but I don't know if you can make this out. You can see that mesh there. That's a filter that's in the centre of them bags. Goes all that, and it actually divides it. Can you see that? So you could put dirty water in there halfway up, pull that over, and clean water would fall down and come out. So let's give you. That's what they're called. Go on the website. That's the filter bag. So, and then, last but not least, I've got a Survive Outdoors Longer survival blanket. So that's pretty much everything that I've got in there. Oh yeah, and then last thing is where I put me sewing to. I clip it onto a carabiner. I've just made sure that that is a load bearing carabiner, and that one will do, I think it's 650, yeah, 650 kilograms. It's going to hold me anyway. So if you're going to have carabiners, any sort of carabiners, you might as well make sure that they're load bearing, whether it's to pull a log or anything, you know, it's better to do that. So yeah, that's my waste pack. I'll accompany a couple of pictures or small video at the end of it on, and yeah, thanks for watching. This is just a close-up of the bag, of the whirl pack. Just works basically like a dry bag. You can see the metal thing there, so you just basically and then bend them tabs round. So the bigger ones obviously can hold a lot of water. And then you get these little white tabs, and then just, so yeah, go and check them out. Whirl pack. And that's the pack on. It does actually come with a leg strap to keep it, but so again, you can get all that kit just in that. And you can bring these round here if needs be.